EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go from downtown Minneapolis. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux Nessa up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouth you full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling. Second bad, but somebody gotta do it.
Here's a run with their tight end. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Talk things over before third down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got his man complete. That's to Small. They get 20 on the connection. It'll be a Vikings first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. And a much better result here. Give me 7, and it sets up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 5.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Result of the play.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
The kicker
That
on
his
for the extra
second
point.
TD catch of the season. And the operation looked to be fouled up there. This ball pushed wide to the right. It's no good. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Here comes a return from the 5. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. And this stops in his tracks. Right at the 15-yard line. On first down, here's McCarthy. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Going back to the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Taken down back in the
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. Just, he never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
It is 3rd and long. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he's taken down up past the 35. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
37-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's right side and into the hands of Tislam. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
20-yard pickup there. First down, Minnesota.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
McCarthy going to look to throw again. Exiting the pocket right. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
On second down, here's McCarthy. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. To the goal line and in. Isaac to Slaw. Touchdown, Minnesota. Touchdown number 1 for him on the year.
This is backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback, working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out of the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. Inside the 35. What a terrific run. They finally bring him down at the 15-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. Now timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Go, Reed. Go. Let's go. Trap 50.
Back to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, but we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He pulls it in around the 5. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
That's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
They'll try to run this one in. And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to sneak it here. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plays. They're going to mark him short.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball.
And he's not going to get away. They'll stop him back at the 3. 2 yards.
Anytime you bring pressure like that, Mike, you're counting on getting to the quarterback before you get beat downfield. The vulnerability of that play call is in your pass coverage, but when you can get home and get to the quarterback that fast, the offense never has a chance to stress your coverage.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Couldn't get rid of the football. They turn it over. Stopped on 4th and goal.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. So the two sides can make that long walk to the other end of the field. It's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter, and they are facing a 2nd and long.
Ready up.
Handoff as they try to run it here. The defense coming hard, trying to force the safety. Didn't get it out, but to the 2 and no further.
Well, not a great start to this drive offensively. You take the sack on 1st down, and you're thinking, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up 3rd and real long, and you find yourself in a tough spot.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Not the greatest of efforts there, as this one will land out of bounds.
The Vikings 42-yard line.
Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Harrison right side. There's no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Harrison Jr. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Now a give up the middle, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage, and I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
3rd, they need 8.
Let's go now. 79 Broncos. 70 Lions. Warriors 70. Go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That one is good. And the Cardinals move out front. It's 9-7.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
inside of midfield. So, a big one there to start the drive. 33 yards.
34-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
And despite a nice juke, he's going to get a yard to show for the second down.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Go! 18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready,
Here's McCarthy. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyway. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. Well, that one floated off his back foot. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield. But none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Pass right side. Higgins has the catch. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And the Cardinals first down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is caught. What throw. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Cardinals. Extra point attempt to come here.
For the extra point.
It's up and through. And the Cardinals will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Cards going to signal for their third and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Dragon 60.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's over the middle. Caught by Tesla. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. That's caught by Tesla. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Out of the gun, here's a run at the gut, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready, right?
Now McCarthy going for it all. And that is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Trap 60. Warrior 70.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. Here's Ryan Rico now. He's on for the 2nd time to try to get something inside the 10. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line.
18-yard line.
Maverick. Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Sending it deep for Waddle. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and we'll bring up 3rd down.
There defensively.
So often we see on these deep passes the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
The Cardinals line up for a punt.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Start on the ground, and he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. 1st and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Check go.
And he'll get about 5.
As of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Dragon 60. Go.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
And the Vikings.
A gain of 16 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup. He's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
We'll go again here from the 10-yard line. Second down and goal.
19. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw is McCarthy. Moving to his right. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over, you come away with nothing.
16. Vikings 10.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the
Off play
42-yard
action.
line.
He'll set up to throw. On left side, he's got Stewart. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up second down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up manageable second down.
Right back to Stewart. Another grab. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Now they'll run. It's a counter. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 21, here's second and 8. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
They'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Talk things over before third down.
Check. Let's go.
Pick this one up on the ground. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did it. Great spot. And a great run. First down. First and goal. Here's a run. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go. 19, Buffalo 18.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And mark him down up beyond the 30. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
Check. Rocco 80.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
At the 17-yard line.
He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to take it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker down, but it looks like this one's going to hold up. The extra point is good. And the Cardinals will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Now on the hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And go all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals. The PAT, up and good. And the Cardinals tack on one more to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard
And he continues to
line.
carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Go! 79 Bronco, 70 Timberwolf. Check out.
On second down, here's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a first down. 2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's first and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Uncomfortable with the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Throwing again is McCarthy. He's got his man. Right side is complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First down.
A big play for Minnesota. And even 30 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Shut up. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To the air once more is McCarthy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal.
Trap 60, trap 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Vikings.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready? 60 Eagles.
Putting the tight end in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Forced to his right. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout with it. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Powerful running there. Stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. Oh! What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. 32 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the 4th quarter. And they're able to pop off a big one.
Over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Winston. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Let's go. 19 Lion. 79 Bronco.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing by this amount. It just feels like, why not, right? Just continue to test this defense, see if you can get something going in the downfield passing game. And nice job by the secondary, understanding what's coming, understanding the offense. They really have nothing to lose.
On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. He's got his man complete. That's to Slav. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25.
That's another
A big play for Minnesota. It's a gain of 34. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
60 by 6. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Here's McCarthy. Flush to his right. Now he takes off.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's 2nd and 9.
18, Pioneer. Here we go, set. Perfect. Viking, 18.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. Right side, and it's run in by Felton. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now McCarthy. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Warrior 70.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Jim. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call.
Ready?
They'll try the right side this time. And he's going to be out of bounds, up past the 20. 18 yards, a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
That's another Cardinals 1st down.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Max doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play.
That's caught by Harrison right side. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's another Cardinals 1st down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. It's an Arizona 1st down. A draw to Benson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
1st down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 9.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and a yard. On the ground, it's the tight end. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.